Let's get right into it. Number 10. Do not lift mower to trim hedges. Someone actually thought their lawnmower could double as a hedge trimmer. It's a sunny Saturday morning, and you're looking at your overgrown hedges. The hedge trimmer is broken, but the lawnmower is right there. So this person decides to lift their running lawnmower up to trim their hedges. Imagine trying to hold up a machine that's basically a bunch of spinning blades wrapped in angry hornets. It's like trying to give a haircut to your cat while it's having a nightmare. The mower keeps spinning those blades at about 3,000 rotations per minute. That's fast enough to turn your fingers into confetti, and that's exactly what happened. The person lost several fingers faster than you can lose your TV remote in your couch. Instead of accepting that using a lawnmower as a hedge trimmer wasn't the brightest idea, they sued the manufacturer. Their argument was, "Nobody told me I couldn't do that," which is like saying, "Nobody told me I couldn't use my microwave as a tanning bed." So now we have warning labels telling us not to lift our mowers to trim hedges. Number 9. Do not shred clothing while it is being worn. Modern paper shredders can pull with about 40 pounds of force. That's like having a hyperactive toddler yanking on your tie, except this toddler has metal teeth and no concept of mercy. Your tie dangles there, minding its own business, when the shredder grabs it faster than a dog going after a dropped hot dog. And just like that, you're being pulled face first toward a machine that can turn credit cards into confetti. This exact thing happened so many times that manufacturers had to add a warning label. But it's not just ties. Necklaces, scarves, loose sleeves, anything dangly is an invitation to disaster. One company got sued because their shredder tried to give someone an involuntary haircut. The person bent down to pick up a fallen paper. Their hair swung into the slot, and suddenly they were getting the world's most aggressive salon treatment. After that incident, manufacturers added sensors that detect when something living gets too close. These sensors work by detecting the electricity in your body. But if you're wearing rubber-soled shoes, you might as well be invisible to the shredder's safety system. Number 8. Do not eat the glow sticks. Inside each glow stick, there's hydrogen peroxide sitting in a glass tube. When you bend the stick, that glass breaks and mixes with other chemicals, creating a chemical reaction that produces light. It's called chemiluminescence, but thousands of people still try to eat these things every year. Poison control centers are flooded with calls from drunk college students and curious toddlers who bite into them. The chemicals aren't lethal, but they'll make your mouth feel like you're gargling with Satan's hot sauce. One guy bit into a glow stick, trying to make his mouth glow for TikTok. He ended up in the emergency room with a burning mouth and a bruised ego. Even pets aren't immune to the temptation. A dog once ate an entire pack of glow sticks, thinking they were glowing sausages. He survived, but his poop glowed in the dark for a week. His owner said nighttime walks became interesting. Number 7. Not intended for dental use. This warning appears on tools like power drills. It exists because people have actually tried to perform their own dental work at home. The reasoning is usually something like, dentists use drills, I have a drill, therefore I can be a dentist. That's like saying, pilots use chairs, I have a chair, therefore I can fly a plane. Dental drills spin at around 400,000 rotations per minute and are designed for teeth. Your average power drill spins at about 3,000 rotations per minute and is designed for walls. Using a power tool on your teeth can lead to drilling through your gum, into your jawbone, and causing massive infections. Emergency room doctors have seen the results of these DIY dental disasters. Number 6. Do not iron clothes on body. Back in 2002, a college student in Michigan decided that ironing his shirt while wearing it would save time. The logic was simple. Why waste time taking off the shirt, ironing it, and putting it back on when you could do it all at once? The iron slipped, and his morning routine turned into a trip to the emergency room. But then, he tried to sue the iron company for not warning him specifically not to iron clothes while wearing them. Instead of fighting it in court, the company actually added the warning label. They figured it was cheaper than dealing with another lawsuit. Now every iron comes with this warning, immortalizing this guy's questionable life choices. Number 5. Not for use as earplugs. Back in 2006, a Minnesota man was working on home renovations when his neighbor started mowing at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. While most people would grab actual earplugs, this guy had a different idea. He looked at the expanding foam can in his hand and decided to use it to block the noise. A tiny drop of this foam becomes the size of a golf ball inside your ear canal. The foam expanded so much that he ended up in the emergency room. The doctors had to chisel the hardened foam out of his ears. And since expanding foam gets hot while curing, It was literally cooking his ear canals. After this incident, foam sealant companies started adding "not for use as earplugs" warnings on their products. Number 4. Do not climb inside. Back in 2019, someone at a laundromat in Wisconsin thought the spinning drum looked like a fun ride. The fire department had to dismantle the entire machine to get him out. In 2017, a college student in Taiwan climbed into a dryer for a dare. His friends posted it on social media with the caption, "Human spin cycle." He got stuck for 20 minutes before someone called for help. But the worst washing machine incident happened in London. This guy not only climbed in, but convinced his friend to turn it on. He wanted to film a cool video for social media. The rescue team had to use the jaws of life to get him out, and he was completely sober when he made this decision. The warning label also exists because kids sometimes think washing machines look like spaceships. There have been dozens of cases of children climbing in during hide-and-seek games. Number 3. Do not drop start chainsaw. The do not drop start chainsaw warning exists because enough people actually tried it. A drop start is like trying to start your car by pushing it down a hill and jumping in while it's moving. Some people hold the chainsaw with one hand, pull the cord with the other, and let gravity do the work. It's like trying to juggle knives while riding a unicycle. The saw starts spinning wildly, turning into a powered-up death machine doing its own interpretive dance, and it usually ends up right around leg height. One guy tried this trick and ended up with a chainsaw doing the cha-cha with his thigh. Another person thought he could drop start his saw while standing on a ladder. He didn't need the ladder to get down. The proper way is simple. Put it on the ground, put your foot through the handle to hold it steady, and pull the cord. But someone out there thought they knew better. That's why their leg now looks like it was decorated by a drunk tattoo artist with a tremor. Number 2. Caution. Contents are hot. Back in 1992, 79-year-old Stella Liebeck spilled McDonald's coffee in her lap while sitting in a parked car. McDonald's was serving their coffee at 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to cause third-degree burns in just 3 to 7 seconds. For comparison, coffee at home is usually around 135 to 140 degrees. The coffee soaked into her clothes and stayed against her skin. She suffered third-degree burns on 6% of her body, including her inner thighs and groin. She needed skin grafts and was hospitalized for 8 days. Her medical bills came to $10,000. Initially, she only asked McDonald's to cover her medical expenses. McDonald's offered her $800. During the trial, it came out that McDonald's had received over 700 reports of burns from their coffee in the previous decade. Some of these burns were on babies and children, but McDonald's figured it was cheaper to pay settlements than to change their coffee temperature. The jury was so angry they awarded Liebeck $2.7 million in punitive damages. This was later reduced to about $500,000. McDonald's finally lowered their coffee temperature, and now we have warning labels on hot drinks everywhere, not because someone was stupid, but because a corporation decided burning hundreds of people was just a cost of doing business. Number 1. Do not work under a vehicle supported only by a jack. Dave from Minnesota thought this warning was just another obvious label, until it killed him. He was changing his oil one cold morning, using only the flimsy jack that came with his car. The jack seemed stable. The car wasn't moving. But car jacks aren't designed to hold up your car for long periods. They're only meant to lift the car so you can put proper jack stands under it. These jacks can fail in seconds with no warning, no creaking, just sudden silent collapse. When 4,000 pounds of metal comes crashing down, physics doesn't care how experienced you are with cars. In 2019 alone, 77 people died from vehicles falling on them. Most of them were doing simple maintenance like oil changes. A car crushing you doesn't kill you instantly. Your ribs crack first, then they puncture your lungs. You're basically drowning while being crushed. Jack stands, which prevent all of this, cost about $30 at any auto parts store. Dave saved $30 on jack stands, but the funeral cost his family $10,000. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.